Well, good morning, stamping friends. How is everyone doing today? My name is Lorri Heiling, and it's so much fun to meet you here and just share some of the projects that I've been working on. First of all, how was your Christmas, everyone? Oh, wasn't it a crazy year this year? You know, a lot of us family members just kind of recapped the whole year, and we just thought, oh my goodness, this hopefully will never be repeated. But, you know, sometimes we think the flip of a calendar is going to make everything go away, but it probably won't. So we're probably going to be into January with a lot of the same things, but it's okay. I'm super excited in the Stampin' Up! World just because there's a new catalog coming out, and I think it's going to refresh people and get them in their craft room stamping again. And so I'm really excited for the new year, despite what's going on in the world. I am so happy I have my little happy place to stamp, and I've been spending a lot of time in there lately. Also around the corner is Celebration, and you know what that means. There's a lot of things on sale or even free if your order qualifies. So I will be sharing a lot from those catalogs coming up, and that's what I've been working on lately. I also wanted to share that I am doing some paper shares this year and ribbon share and embellishment share. And once I figured out what I'm going to include in it, I advertised, I think yesterday I sent out the email and I put it on my blog and on my Facebook pages. So make sure you take a peek at that. And I will have the link where you can see, you know, specifically what you're getting. It's really most of the paper and ribbon and embellishment. So I have different price points, and you know what? This is a great way to get a little bit of everything, because sometimes, you know, you can break the bank when you want to get everything and get full packs, and maybe you don't need that much. So by purchasing a share, that way you can get smaller quantities at a more affordable price, and still you get to play with all the fun new products. So check that out, because when I'm done with my video, I will put those links again on. Well, the project I'm going to share with you today, it's hard this in between time, because you know we have the sale going on in the holiday catalog, and a lot of that is sold out, and yet the new products aren't available yet. So I'm going to share a little thing that I did for Christmas this year. It's not a Christmas project, but when I give gifts, I like to take something ordinary and make it extraordinary. And what I mean by that is I do give a lot of gift cards. I'm finding that as my kids get older, it's harder to buy for them, and they want large things. And so by giving gift cards, they can combine it maybe with something that they had in mind. So I guess I'm not afraid to give gift cards anymore. I used to think, oh, it's kind of like laziness and you couldn't think of anything, but now I totally get that concept and they can just use it for what they want. So this was for my son-in-law, and he is a runner, and so I already gave my sample away, otherwise I'd show it to you, but I do have photos of it, but I'm just going to create it as we go. See if you can guess what I'm making. And like I said, he's a runner, so that was a little bit of a cue for you. All right, so we are going to take pumpkin pie cardstock. Can you tell what it is yet? What company uses orange? And this paper is 7 inches by 5 3/4 inches. And then I scored it at 1 3/4. And now I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is score lines there. And then I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and we're going to make a small box. So you're just going to cut on 4 of those score lines, and it doesn't really matter which ones you do, but you do have to do the ones that are opposite the sides. I just always choose the long side to do, but seriously, you could do these 2 sides, but don't do all of them or you'll cut a little square out of every corner. All right, and then what I like to do is we're just going to fold on these score lines, and I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm sure you know this already, but when I'm creating, sometimes the edges show when you have larger, let me show you what I mean. See how that goes up a little bit higher? That one's not too bad, but what I like to do is just kind of trim this off a little bit, so if it does go up a little bit, it will be hidden in there. So you always start on the outside corner, or I mean the outside edge, and work the point to the score line, right? because I have been known to do it the opposite way, and then it does not look right. It doesn't even help. So just always end the point up by the score line. All right, now let's just form this into a box. And for this one, I like to use either tear and tape or the Tombow liquid adhesive. And so for this one, I'm going to use the liquid adhesive just because it's right here. I'm going to do 2 sides at a time. So let's just fold this up and hold it. And it really does adhere pretty fast. So we're just going to hold that there so it sticks, and then we'll do the other side. So while I'm letting this dry, tell me in the comment section what you're doing for New Year's. Does everybody, well, it's probably looking different than other years, but what do you normally do and what are you doing this year? The older we get, we just don't go anywhere. We turn it into a fun, you know, like a game night, and we do fondue, and we just stay at home, and our fireplace is finally done with the remodel. So it's just, I don't know, I just like staying home and being cozy by the fireplace. I really miss having one because all our other houses, we've always had one. In Arizona, it's like, oh, who needs more heat in their house? But in the wintertime, we do miss it a little bit. So it was fun to get that done. They're not quite done yet, but I don't have noise in the background. They're just doing little things like we're waiting for a shower glass to go in. At least we have one other shower ready, but you know, just little things that we can deal with. All right, there's our basic box. And you know what? You can use this box pattern, as you know, for anything. All you have to do is measure that bottom size to see what you want, and then just add the same amount on all the edges. So these boxes are very easy. All right, now to make the lid, we're going to do the same thing, and the dimensions on this one are 4.5 by 3 1/4, and I already scored that and cut it. We're going to do the same thing here and just slice on 4 sides. They're opposite each other. And this is probably, of all the 3D items, this shape is probably the one I make the most. And, you know, think outside the box, no pun intended. Just think of all the boxes you could make with this. Like, you know, that all dressed up suite, you could make a shoebox. I did something like that. I made a bigger box, but that would be a cute box to make, and make it out of crumb cake paper. What else could you do? Really, any gift card that you're going to do. So just try to think of more fun and creative ways to give just a plain old gift card. I mean, I know we have, oh, you know what I forgot to do is trim those little sides again. I even do it on these small areas, smaller boxes. It doesn't really matter the size of it. I just always want to tuck in those little edges that kind of peek out. But as I was saying, just think of, I don't know, I'm a theme girl. I like to give theme gifts. And so if you are crafty and you enjoy paper crafting, then, you know, that's like on your job description. You've got to come up with creative ways to give gifts, because that's what you'll be known for. You know, when I get Christmas cards and I get those beautiful photo ones, and so many times I'm tempted to do those, but you know what? I'm like the card lady. I can't do a Costco card because, you know, people look for ideas and stuff. So that's just kind of my thing. I like to do homemade things. So same with gift cards. I like to take the theme or the gift card that I'm using and then run with it and make a theme out of it. So I don't know. That's just me. All right, there's our lid, and now we're just going to put that on top. Have you guessed what brand this is yet? And it fits like a glove. It's perfect. All right, so this is going to be the size of a gift card, and I traced the one that I actually gave to make sure it fit, and this is just one I made on the computer just for just to show you. But you can see it's Nike. All right, now we got to dress it up a little bit. So what I did was I went online and just saw the Nike shape and kind of hand did this. But I am putting the pattern on my blog. When I do the PDF for you, you will get this free. So anyone that enjoys sports or whatever, just get them a Nike gift card. And let's do the swoosh here. And we'll just go like this. Whoopsie. Sometimes it sticks to my fingers when I have a little bit of glue on there. Actually, I'm going to take the lid off for now so I can pinch this well. Now let's flip it over and do the other side, and just make sure they're kind of going the same way. I made the thicker part on the left side. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just guess. So now we have those two sides. Now we're going to do the lid. And for this one, again, I have the swoosh. And let's see. And I also put the Nike logo on it. Now the K and the E are already connected to it. Like I said, I just went online to get the pattern for it, you know, and then I just traced it. But you will get this in the PDF. And let's go like that. And then we have a tiny N and a tiny I. Now the I, you gotta just make sure it's going the right way. So you put the glue on the right side. So it goes on this side just a little bit. If you put too much liquid glue on, it is going to squirt out the sides. But the good thing is it dries clear so that you can easily erase it. But it's just easier if you don't put as much glue on. A little goes a long way with the glue. All right, and the last piece of this is the N, and just have that, see the angle of this, how, you know, just put the I in line with the K, and then the N in line with the I. And then let's bring the box over here. This is about an 8" by 3.5" just a piece of tissue paper that you probably have left over. I tried to find one that wasn't so crumpled. And then, you know how shoe boxes always have a little tissue in there covering the shoes up. So we're just going to place that in there. Then we'll put the gift card. And you know what? I added Ghirardelli chocolate because, you know, chocolate and running go together. Maybe some cute sports chocolate balls. I don't know. Get creative again. Or wrap it with fun paper. But anyway, I just tucked it in there. And like I said, it was a little bit heavier because I put chocolate in. And then you put that lid on. And then there is your Nike box. Isn't that fun? So look at how tiny it is. It fits in the palm of my hand. So I just wanted to share that with you. And basically I wanted you to get this pattern and think of the guys in your life. Oop, a little bit of glue on there. Think of the guys or girls, just sports minded. How fun is it to get this? And I'm sure my brother or my son-in-law did not throw this box away because it's all about the packaging. I'm sure he has it sitting in his workout room, right? But anyway, it's a fun gift giving project to make, and I just thought you'd get a kick out of it. So that's my project for today. I haven't decided about New Year's yet. Part of me says, yeah, let's do a video. Let's get them crafting on the first of the year. But part of me says, oh, you might be with your family and doing your own thing. So I will decide in the next few days if I'm going to post on Friday on New Year's. If I do, it'll be 9 o'clock Arizona time. And if not, I'll just see you in the new year, which is closer to when that catalog will go live, which is on January 5th. So be sure and check out my product shares. And thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. You take care. Now if I can shut this off.